Okie dokie now. What was that? You need help installing a weatherhead? You're in the right spot. 200 amp weatherhead right here. I'm gonna install it today. What I'm doing right now, as you can see, I have to cut this pipe. This pipe is too tall. It's only supposed to be about 3 foot, so I think at max, which this is over 4 foot. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down to 3 foot max, 36 inches max. Probably go down to 34 inches. And I'll whap it right off with this skill saw right here. Not this skill saw, but this DeWalt Sawzall. And it has a thick metal cutting blade. It's like Leonox brand or whatever from Lowe's. Right there's the, if you can see the back right here. But anyway, I'll try to find that and put it in the video description. But you're gonna want that really thick metal cutting blade because this conduit's thick. Okay. And there it is. I'm gonna whap this off and I'll see you guys back and I'll start feeding that wire through there. What you can see here is I'm on top of the roof. I have my 2-inch conduit pipe, rigid conduit pipe, which I have a full video on how to install that, which I show you how to do the roofing portion as well and cutting the hole. But now I have this and I've cut it at 36 inches tall. And I have this little piece here, which actually can't go on there, but you could, if it's threaded, if you don't have to cut yours, you could put this on the top while you're running your wires through, or you could run your wires through before you install the rigid conduit, however you want to do it. I did it this way, and I'm going to put my wires through here, feed them down, down, down into my box down below. And I'm going to show you that right now. And this weatherhead goes right on top of this once you cut it at 36 inches. And you'll see, if you look at it, it has some holes right here, which you'll use to pop your wires through. And then it has this little piece right here, which goes over your rigid conduit. And then there's a little cedar right here, a little thing, if you can see that little ridge in there, that sits right over the top of your pipe. And then this clamps over it, and it has these ridges in it if you don't have to cut your pipe, which I did have to cut mine. But anyway, so that's how it goes. And it'll clamp down like that around that pipe once you tighten down the 2 screws there. These 2 right here, to be specific. The one on the right here, and then this one right here. Okay, so you will have to pop these out, but if you look inside this weatherhead, there's nothing in there. It's just a hollow thing. You can just stick your hand in there. There's nothing in there except for this, okay? So you could stick your fingers out through this hole right here once you pop those out. There's literally nothing there. That's all that weatherhead is. You cut this to 36 inches. You set this right on top. You can see how this sets right over that, just like that. And then once these clamp down, that'll be good and tight right there. Make sure that it's seated properly. And you just keep it like this, metal to metal, just like this, and clamp it down. Make sure you pop those out and run your wires in there. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. I'm gonna start feeding these wires right here, 1, 2, 3, down through here. In case you're wondering what kind of wire this is 4/0 aluminum. This is what it looks like. You'll have to strip it, obviously, when you do your connections. But right now, I'm just gonna take the tape off and run all 3 of these down the pipe. And that's what size wire it is. All 3 of them are the same size. I think you can get a smaller one maybe for the ground, but I just got all 3 the same size. So now I'm down below, and you can see here's my meter can, and those wires have been fished through the top, down, 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 down. And now I'm gonna go ahead and take this lid off right here. It is nighttime, so bear with me. But here's what we have. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to fish those out just a little bit. I'm just gonna pull it down away from that ledge. It appears as though it's not gonna be as easy as I was hoping. Quite a bit of tension on there, so I'll have to use both my hands, actually. But you can see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get those off of that ledge and pull them down. And I'm actually gonna pull them out of this box long enough to connect right here and right here and right here. And so those need to be that long at least, but I'm gonna go ahead and go make them just a little bit longer, just so I have extra room to work with and stuff. And then at the top, I'll leave a little extra at the top as well. And then whatever I cut off, I'll have to have enough to go from here down through here into here. So I need to make sure I have enough left over to do all that. So now you can see what I have here. I put my channel locks just right here on the ends of all three of those, and I pulled them down just a little bit because I don't want to rip everything up top. So now I'm gonna go check up top and make sure everything's okay. And if it is, I'll feed those from the top downwards as far as I can until they start hitting this stuff, and then I'll come back down the ladder again. It'd be nice to have two people though, wouldn't it? You can see it is the next morning, and I have fed those wires down one at a time. I fed the first one down. It came down about this far. It can come down wherever, you know, to here or here, whatever. I like them a little bit long like this. And I have the black one that I pushed through first, and I didn't put any tape on it, so I pushed it down. So the long one, first one down, black. I pushed the next one down just a little bit and a little bit more, and then I put white tape on it, and that's gonna be the neutral. And then I pushed the other one down, and then I marked it with the red. So you're gonna wanna mark them individually. So this one here is a red, this one's a black, this one's a white, and you can see how I've set all those up. Now I'm going to strip this back big enough to fit on these lugs. See these lugs right here? If you take that Allen wrench and you put that on there lefty-loosey, this lug will come out, and you have to come out far enough to where you can put this in there. And you'll see if you strip this back, it'll slide inside right here, and then you'll put that screw down. Obviously don't touch all this. There's no power coming to my house right now. It comes from that pole out there. So I'm just playing games out in the yard, like with kids' child play. So just don't touch this stuff. But if this was a toy and you were looking at it, that's what you would do, is take that out and put that lug in there. So I'm gonna play with these toys and try to figure that out and get that lug in there. So I'm gonna share with you what I have done. What have I done? Why do I have two? Well, you might do this too unless I explain it to you. So these plastic pieces are very brittle. So you gotta be very careful or the wire will break it. So all I'm gonna do is hit out this circle, and this circle. I'm just gonna hold it firmly in place and then take a screwdriver or something, and you're just gonna start tapping it like in the middle, and it'll break out because, like I said, it's pretty brittle. So pick your little holes and start tapping it. Make sure it's firm, like it's firm right here, okay? And just pat, and they'll break right out. And then make sure it's smooth before you start running your wires through there. And what you're gonna wanna do is something I didn't do the first time, which was take this screw lefty-loosey right here, and this screw lefty-loosey right here. And what that does is that allows this whole thing to come out, so you can just put the pieces on one at a time. So make sure you got them on right, but kind of slide it over that little hub first, and then fish your wires through, and then it kind of seats itself. It seats itself like that, with the back like that and the top like this, and then it goes right back inside there like that, and then you'll righty-tighty, and it'll look like this again, okay? So basically what I'm saying is, if you loosen this screw and loosen this screw right here, this whole piece can swivel in and out like this, or you can take it completely out, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take it completely out and then place it back on so I don't break it again, because those are $20 each. And you can't just buy that little piece, so that's completely trash. $20, just might as well donate that to the charity of the trash can right there and get you a new one, okay? And make sure the Lowe's was out, because I'd bought the last one, so I had to go to a different parts store and drive even further to get this one. So to take your screws out, don't break it, feed it one piece in at a time, bust your little holes out. There's nothing to it. Look at this. It's just this, which attaches to the pole, and then this little metal gig right here, this little plastic jank, and then this little top cap hat thing. It looks like a helmet. There's literally only 3 parts to this whole puzzle here, so go ahead and do this yourself, save yourself. I am now on the roof, and you can see I have the 3 holes cut out, and I've also attached this screw and this screw on the weatherhead. Okay, and that just sets down on that pipe. Literally, it just sets on the pipe and screws in, and you can see what I have here. And this piece, remember, it sets inside here. And remember, it sets right inside there. actually the top portion, so these wires I'll need to bend back and then kind of rest them back down. So bend them back so I can slide this in there. You've seen how that went earlier, and then it'll go through those 3 holes separating the wires, and it'll seat on that. And once I set it back down, that top hat, I've kind of measured it, because I'm taking the top hat and setting it on like this, and the wires come out where they need to come out, and they bend with a little loop, and I'll explain that here in a minute. But let's get this plastic piece on there. You can see now I have this piece. I've slid it over the 3 wires all the way up, and then kind of went and then set it back down right here. You can see it's in place. The 3 wires are separated now. I'm gonna try and get all the tension off of those. There's a little bit of tension on this one right here, so we gotta be careful not to break that plastic. You can see they want you to do that, so you buy 20 of these. But anyway, I'm gonna get this thing secured, and make sure you have these here, these little service loops, and I'll see you back here in a second after I do this. You're gonna take your little cap. It goes, literally that's all it does, and you can see there's a place right here for your screw, and it goes right there, and then you righty-tighty. Same thing on the other side, righty-tighty. This right here, you can see how that sets. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. So you can see I have tightened down this screw, and everything is seated down properly, and everything is very tight and very secure. Okay, now everything is going through like it should, and there's no tension on this, no crazy tension on these holes. 1, 2, 3, I got them in line up here. These are in the same down there. The red is on the left, the black is on the right, and the white is in the middle, if you remember. And I've got them make sure that each one is actually that way, and that you're not just picking one and throwing tape on there. It's very important that you mark these before you hook them all up. Now I know that everything's in the same order up here. It goes through here, tighten this down, goes through that, it runs down the box into there. I've got my straps. I need to throw screws into these 2 middle straps. They're not necessarily, I could have just got away with just one in the middle there. So 1 at the bottom, 1 at the top, and 1 in the middle. The wires run down into that box, and they have this service loop right here so that the water comes down like this, and it drips, and it doesn't run into the city's connections. The city will connect right there. I'm gonna throw on my little connector right here, and I'll show you guys that here in a second. You can see now I have my weather head, my screws here, my screws here, the wires in the service loop. The plastic this time's not busted, it's not cracked, and it looks beautiful. Everything's tight and secure. And then I've put my little hub here, tightened down this nut. You can see it just rests over that. It comes with all the pieces already. Righty-tighty, 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 righty-tighty. Get that extra tight where that metal starts clamping in. Get it nice and tight. Nice and tight, I said. Toy it like a toiga. Now we're gonna go down to the bottom again, and I'm gonna show you what we got down there. And you can see I have those all secure, and now I'm gonna move down to here.
We are in Bar Beach, Florida, and it is beautiful out. As you can see, everybody is hanging all the way down. The beaches just packed. And if you go over this way, packed. It's super pretty out. She's having a good time. Loving it. Florida's a beautiful state.